Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. If you haven't already, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the little bell notification if you want to be notified for when I make new content. I normally do gameplay and storytime videos on this channel, so if you're interested in the gameplay video, today I'm going to be making a little terminal for my warp pipe. I'm going to have like a little station here, kind of like a train station, and then I'm going to have it lead to my secret beach because it's pretty much inaccessible at this moment. So luckily I'm going to be using the warp pipes as like an easy means of getting from one side of my island to the other. I've seen pretty much the same concept for this like all over the place, like on Pinterest, on YouTube, and I was like, you know what, this is absolutely perfect for my island. So I decided to make kind of like my own version of it, especially since, like, I don't know about the rest of you, but it's really difficult to build an actual proper staircase to my secret beach just because of where my museum is, and I don't want to move anything. So this is definitely a really good idea to use if you want to have like easy access to like really inaccessible areas on your island without having to move everything around or like basically redo entire sections of your island. And then in the future, I'm going to be redoing the entire right side of this little platform area. And I'm going to be turning it into like an actual like train station, like with an actual like ticket booth and stuff like that. I don't know, there's something about train stations where I really enjoy them. I really like making them. And if you haven't noticed, my most viewed video on this channel is a train station. Like, I love them. I think they add like a lot of like complexity to an island, and I think they're really fun to do. And then you can get a whole bunch of like patterns from like Pinterest. That's where I personally like to find mine. And you can add things like destination boards or like boards for scheduling and stuff like that. So it kind of like levels up the design and kind of like the inspiration I'm trying to pull to connect both my like warp pipe station and my whole like terminal concourse hall like train station idea. I'm gonna try to combine like what I've seen at like Go stations and Union Station in Toronto and just try to make it kind of like a reality on my island. And for those of you who haven't been to like a Go station, a Go stop, or like Union Station in Toronto, oof, this is where the story time comes in because I'm going to talk about some of the shit that I've seen at these locations. And I think one of the most memorable things I've ever seen happen on a Go train was when my friend and I were coming home from Toronto, and there was a group of girls that were clearly getting ready to go to a party. And oh my gosh, like when I mean getting ready to go to a party, these girls were getting completely ready for this party. I mean, they were in the same train car as us, on the same floor of this train car, getting changed, doing their makeup, calling up everyone they know, pre-drinking, and it's just me and my friend and this group of girls that are clearly absolutely obliterated, half naked, getting ready for a party on this train. And at first, like, it's kind of funny, like, we're all having like a laugh, everything's fine, but then like I feel like their pre-party game just got super messy, where one of the girls was just, oh my god, messy. And it got to the point where it was like really obnoxious, like just the amount of like unnecessary yelling and just being absolutely obnoxious on this late night train. Like, people just want to sit, relax, and go home. Like, there's, you don't, like, read the train car, honey. Read the room. We do not want to partake in your absolute buffoonery right now. Anywho, this chick is so fucked up on this train ride to her party that she, when her stop pulls up, she forgets that that's her stop, starts running to the door of this train car to try and get off on her platform. Completely misses it. You heard a little doo doo, doors closing, and oh my god, all you could hear was this hard pounding on the train doors. Like, this woman thinks that like beating the door open is going to make them open. And in combination with this insane, like, she's beating the absolute fuck out of these doors right now. She's trying to kick them open, punch them open, and she's letting out this god-awful banshee screech. So while this woman is going absolutely hysterical at the bottom of the train car, my friend and I are like, oh shit, we don't want this crazy lady to come back up here while she's having an absolute drunken rage fit about completely missing the door that stood open there for like a solid minute and a half while she completely forgot where the fuck she was, and her only job that she had to do is get off at her stop, and there was like no one else on the train, so it wasn't like it was busy and like she had a hard time getting there. She just sat around, waited till the last second to get to the door, and we took off without her getting off at her stop. So her friends are trying to console her. She's sobbing. She's on the phone with all of her other friends saying that she's going to be late to the party, that she missed the stop. And I'm thinking to myself, like, if she waits for the train to take her back, she's going to be waiting for at least another hour for the train to make its full run and come back, or wait for the train that takes you back Toronto bound. Like, this is what she said. She's like, well, I have to wait for the next train. Not, bro, can someone come pick me up from the party? I'm going to be like 20 minutes away at the other stop, or I'm going to take a taxi or anything. Just, I missed the party now. I completely missed it. I'm not going to be able to go to this party. And she's sobbing. And the funny thing is, too, like, I was thinking to myself that while she was on the phone with her friends sobbing about her absolute, like, dilemma that she was in, like, no one offered to pick her up at the next stop. Nobody. Like, nobody offered her a solution. They're just kind of like, yeah, man, gonna have to wait it out. You're gonna have to wait for this party. Like, that's how loud this woman was. I could hear her at the doors of the flippin' train while she's, like, going on about this thing on speakerphone. And, like, it's clearly evident that people didn't want to make the extra effort to pick her up and take her to this party. And I don't blame them. This woman's batshit crazy. I would not want her at my party, you know what I'm saying? Like, she would probably be the crazy one where, like, everyone's having a good time, everyone's at a certain level, and you have that one person at an extremely high level that doesn't match everyone else, that's just ruining the whole fucking time because they're just so goddamn messy. And a part of me often wonders if she ever actually ended up making it to that party, or if she just ended up going back home. But her and another woman are tied for top place in my books for the most annoying person I've ever been on a GO train with. Who was essentially this woman who just started going off about her entire petty and just annoying ass life story with his ex-best friend in a quiet car when people just want to sit and mind their own business and just listen to silence. But we all had to sit around and listen to this woman go off about the dumbest story I've ever heard in my goddamn life. And you know it's bad when people in the train car just start looking at you kind of like, are you ever going to shut up? Because I'm trying to enjoy the silence. But that's a whole other story for another time. But yeah, this is the end of the video, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!